Hey beauties, so I'm still on the Mr. Mitchell's, review as it relates to the Jamaica Labour Party and its governance, its present governance, you know. And he was saying a whole host of things. I mean, it was when I read the article, I said, wow, quite in depth, a whole host of things that I'm putting it in 3 parts. I don't think I'll make another on it. Saying that they need to stop this malady, stop the fallacy and stop the madness. The reality is that you're not executing anything well. I couldn't believe it. I said, look at that. I am, and this is, and I'm hearing from somebody that this is a supposed Labourite. I don't know if he's still a part of the party. I was based on how they were. I said, this person seems like one, but I wasn't sure. I don't like to just accuse. And I was, kind of told that. Said not executing anything well, instead of you coming up with a whole people are bad-minding you and the unnecessary criticisms, which is ridiculous because that's not the case. Maybe have 1 or 2, but those not important. For the most part, people are fed up. He even used mackerel. He said that the cost of it is very high because people are talking their complaint. People are suffering. I don't know how. You must see, folks, you cannot be that blind to what is happening in our country. I've never seen people broke like this and not having money like this. Me know say some of them mean, but me know for a big portion of it, it's not meanness. They really do not have any money. People, when their people are talking, you can hear the pain coming from them. And I'm talking about people, whether you're lower class, middle class, or up further. People have no monies. People are broke. People are broke. Cost of living is too high. It's way too high. And people are drowning in debts. People are drowning in bills. They are losing everything. Their mental faculty. They don't know what to do. I never forgot, so a few years ago, a taxi man ended his life because his bills were just way too high. And he had no help. He could not call on anybody. Maybe who he knew needed somebody to call on to for help. They would take him if he was money. And he just couldn't take it anymore. Or maybe bill collectors were pressuring him and he ended his life. And he's not the only one. And when we are telling you that when you hold out money from people, let me tell you, it's like you're grabbing a man by his testicles and his genitalia, or his balls and his penis, and you're squeezing without any form of letting go, and you're turning it. Just picture that pain, man. I don't think you're understanding. And then they gag you with something. Can you imagine that? That excruciating pain? That is what you're doing. You're gripping the balls of the people in terms of their monies. They can't earn properly. They're not. I mean, people do promotions still happen in our country? That people get promoted? Because I realize you have to wait until people literally, I don't even know, go beyond the 3 scores and 10 and go into by reason of strength. Because nobody seems to be letting go as they get older. I guess the Bible may have been, maybe I read the Bible wrong. Maybe it says, old man, I call on you because you're strong. Maybe it wasn't young man. Nobody's letting go. That's what the man spoke about. Let go some of the people. Dead weight. That is part of the sepulchre thing, That is what the man was saying. Let go some of the dead weight. He spoke about a whole host of things. And I'm glad it is 2 people from the camp of the Jamaica Labour Party spoke. Stop quarreling with it, because they realize that it is not what they're thinking. It has no political alignment. It's not some PNP alone trying to, want to get our feet in wet again. For the last 8 years or 10 years or however long we've been out, so we want. It's not about that. You have people who look here. They don't care if it's a rat running the country as long as the rat is doing its job. They don't care if it's a rat running the country or a cockroach or a bug or a chink or a junk crow, as long as them doing their jobs. God don't do the very junk crow serve a purpose. Them clean up the carcass, them clean up the land. So if a dead dog dead for however long with the maggots and thing, Jamaica say maggage. Yeah? Man said they're not executing anything well. Not, go and look at it. Go and look at the article. No, Mr. So the man says so. Attorney at law and businessman who was affiliated with your party. Whether he's not anymore, but at least he was. And another labor rights saying, stop quarrel with the people. Because what they must say are true. What they must say are true. You can't bury truth, you know. You might try to bury it, but it will come up back. It's going to resurrect. Truth did that. It went down to Hades, took away the keys of death and hell, and came up back the third day. You can't bury truth. No matter what you want to try, you can't bury truth. It's a reality. They're not running the country well. No disrespect. It's not being manned properly. It's not being governed properly. It's not being led properly. It's not being managed properly. All. Because leadership is different from management. You can be a good leader without necessarily managing things per se. But but there has to be element, and you can be a manager but not necessarily a leader. It's very hard to explain that. I should do it in another. I'll do it in another post. I think I did it once, some time ago. But but there has to be some elements of management in your leadership posts, in your leadership role. Sorry. Country now gone good. The people must suffer. The Jamaica civil servants suffering. All, not just teachers or doctors or firefighters or nurses or whatever. All civil servants, police officers, not the people who want money. We have to keep it real. They want money. We want money, much better pay, much better salaries, benefits. Mark Golding said if his party was to come in, people must be able to become millionaires. People must be able to become millionaires. Corruption is a stench in the nostrils of the people. It's a stench in the nostrils of God. Me not say corruption happen elsewhere, but yes, sir. No, sir. Yes, sir. Take the cake. Yes, sir. Take the cake. Can you imagine? One set of people get 100%, 200%, 300%, and the other will get, we can barely say that the 20% there. And you hear so because we want to retain bright minds. So do you want to retain and keep bright minds or take on bright minds? And the ones that they get the 20%, our dunce minds go there so? Because that's the only way I can rationalize them getting the 20%. And they weren't even asking for 100%, but good God, 50. And I don't want a Jack or Jill come on my page and tell me that there's no money here. Well, show me the receipt that you had migrated the monies to Pluto, Mars, and Jupiter, and I will accept that there is no money here. Once you show me that receipt, that it went to those planets, then I will accept. Or you show me proof that you burned it up in the fire. With a video showing you throwing the money in the fire, burning it up. The physical. So I don't want nobody come and tell me rubbish that there's no. The people could have, all public sector workers could have get a 50% increase in their salaries and make their lives even fairly easy so that they can buy a decent home and a decent car. And if all go we out of woy if you buy a house, we squeeze up, it's gonna hot and burn up and chuck up. While you live in a one house where you could have do somersault, boom flick. That's what somersault is for those who don't know. You can boom flick and lick up on yourself. We can't even flick boom. Some of us, we can't flick neither boom. To hold the place, it's squeezed in terms of just not moving forward. It's like a stagnation. Like economically, most people are on a standstill. Nah, move. Like when them picky borrow head they can't grow. No care what them are rubbing at the picking head. It tough up and steer. And no budge. No care what them put in at the head. The picking head tough up. Not executing anything good, the man says. Wanna not execute a thing good. They don't know what fantasy land they're living in. I do 1 and 2 people. I say, yeah, man, they go on good. I remember, when they're talking to the exceptions and not talking to the majority. When they're talking to the exceptions and they're not talking to the majority. Because had you spoken to the majority, you would have fully understood where people are at. And all people say, just give us a better life. And it starts with the cash. Pay us better. Promote people. Guys, follow me on TikTok. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Share this message. Thanks.